Truth is truth. And you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to deal with it because we in a day and time right now where we don't got no more time to play no more game with nobody. It's a new day and time, man. We will no longer hold our tongue with the truth. We will no longer conceal the truth. We were going to put the truth, we're going to shout it out on the mountaintop. We're going to shout it out on every street corner. And like I say, the hospitals are killing people in there, man. And we want to talk about the hospitals, man, and how they're sold out to greed, They're not into healing anyone. They're not into curing anyone of their disease. They're only to treat the disease. And greed has become a thing. Lucifer, the Luciferians have took over the hospital business, right? And now it's a business. And greed controls their minds. It's all about making a dollar. It's all about making a dollar. It's not about helping you. It's not about curing you or getting this disease off of you. So they will kill you in the hospital in the name of philosophy, in the name of greed. That's what it's about. And we're about to get into it, man. They always, when you go to the hospital, the first thing they do from you is ask you, is you an organ donor, and take some of your blood. They ask you, is you an organ donor, and to take some of your blood to check and see if you got good kidneys, because they might finna hijack you for one of your kidneys. Black people gotta be extra careful when you go to the hospitals, man, nowadays, because the devil's on his last leg, and he's making every attempt that he got to try to keep this lie going, the big lie, right? That there's no cure for no disease. That's not true. That's a cure for all disease. That's a cure for all disease, okay? And Dr. Sebi already proved it. Dr. Sebi they took him to court in New York and he won. He won. He proved that he cured all these diseases that they said there's no cure for, right? So that's the big game now that's going on, right? The pharmacies and doctors and nurses are all in bed together. The hospital owners, they're all in bed together. And if you don't take care of yourself and you have a bad diet and these things like that, you can fall into the hands of the devil when you go to these hospitals, man. So you got to be extra careful. You see what I'm saying? Most of the people is in the hospital that's sick is due to not drinking enough water and not having enough iron. The iron is deficient in their body, right? Iron is one of the main minerals, right? Iron and water and sunlight, right, is some of the main minerals you need to stay healthy, brothers and sisters. Keep that in mind. So they are executing people left and right in the name of philosophy. They are philosophers. They are practitioners, meaning they are practicing on you. Right? And if you're not smart, they'll practice you all the way into the grave. They will practice you all the way into the grave, brothers and sisters. And they're in bed with the pharmacies so they can make this money off this fictitious medicine that they create, which is none but potions, magic potions created by the devil, right? Because the word pharmacy really means witchcraft, okay? If somebody is sick and they come to the doctor, the last thing you need to be, especially if they got sugar diabetes, the last thing you need to be feeding them is starch. Every single plate that they give you in the hospital, they feed you 3 meals in there. They feed you 3 meals in the hospital. And every single plate has starch and blood on it. If they check your sugar and it is at 140, then they come in and serve you steak and potatoes and a cup of Kool-Aid. They serve you steak and potatoes and a cup of Kool-Aid, and then come back and say, oh, your sugar went 400 now. Duh. It's because what you put on the plate. These people in the hospital, not to mention that the food is processed, and they inject some kind of gas in it that cause you to be constipated. Man, they will kill you in the name of philosophy, in the name of practice, because it's all about making money, man. That's what it's all about. It's all about getting paid. If you go to the hospital and you don't got no insurance, you're going to get treated like you from a third world country. If you go to the hospital and you got some good insurance, man, they going to hold you in there like a prisoner till they milk all of your insurance out. That's what it's about, man. We in a day and time right now where the devil is on his last leg and he's making every attempt that he has to perpetuate his lie to keep it going, right? The hospitals is a big game. The only thing they good for is patching up gunshot wounds and broken bones. They're not in the curing business. You don't make no money curing nothing. And the first thing you do, it don't matter if you don't got no broke ribs or nothing. They gonna put an X-ray on you. And an X-ray is radiation. It's poison, right? That's why you be constipated in the hospital all the time, because when you go into the hospital, they shoot you with this x-ray. And the x-ray is harmful. It's radiation being put into your body, right? And they do that just to make some money. It don't matter, man, it don't matter if you come in there with a broken toe, they gonna x-ray your whole body for a broken toe. And this is the game. It's in the name of greed. It's in the name of money. Money is the root of evil. Brothers are killing brothers over a couple dollars, man. Over fake them, and the money is not even real. Nobody has real money. Real money is gold. Real money is gold, right? So the devil is perpetuating. Greed is one of his main diseases that he has. Greed. It's about being greedy. It ain't about love and giving. They ain't about that. This devil's on his last leg, man, and he's doing whatever he can do. And like I say, they are treating people with potions in the hospital. And the potions that they treat you with, let's say if they give you something for a headache, so that they give you something for sugar diabetes, when they give you that particular pill, it has 25 different side effects to it. Yeah, it's going to help you with your diabetes, but it's going to give you a headache. It's going to help you with your diabetes, but it's going to make your blood pressure go up, right? It's going to make you get depression. It's going to make you constipated. You get 10 other things added on just by taking one medicine that they give you in the hospital, right? The diabetics, they make them spend all this money on insulin when you just go get over-the-counter cinnamon. Cinnamon is natural insulin. Cinnamon is natural insulin. Cinnamon will take your sugar down. They rather serve you with some insulin, which is going to ultimately stop your heart and completely stop your pancreas from working, eventually resulting in your death, right? But do they care? Because they get paid either way it goes. The pharmacies and the doctors are in bed together. They all swore oath. They all down with the Luciferians, man. The doctors that are not down with Lucifer, they all lose their license and get kicked out of their order, right? Like Dr. Sabi. And it's a couple more other doctors who had their license, right? But now lost their license because they were giving people natural herbs, natural remedies to heal themselves, right? So the devil is making a concentrated effort, man, in this day and time to keep perpetuating the lies and the games, man. Okay? And if you're not smart and you go to the hospital, you can die in there nowadays. And they will say that you died from the corona. You died from the coronavirus, right? So they're killing people left and right, man. And they can get away with it. They have a license to kill you in the name of practice, in the name of philosophy. Even the dude that they say is the father of medicine didn't use chemicals. He used herbs. He used natural herbs to heal. He used natural herbs to heal. The dude, Hippocrates or whatever his name is, who they take their philosophy from. But somewhere along the line, the devil stepped in and transferred the herbs out of there, because that's what the Most High said use, herbs, right? In some kind of way, they transferred that out of there, right? And the Most High said use those herbs way millions of years ago. Millions of years ago. We've been using herbs for millions of years, up until this devil come on the scene with his chemicals, right? And they are killing black beings in there and stealing their organs left and right, brothers and sisters. Your family members, your loved ones, you got to make them aware of what's going down nowadays. You know what I mean? Or else they can end up a victim, man. They can end up a victim in this system. In this system that's been set up off of greed, right? Off of bloodshed, right? All these hospitals are connected. They're in the same, matter of fact, the same people in my city own all the hospitals, right? Willis Knighton, they own all the hospitals. And every hospital got a graveyard either behind it or on the side of it. Every hospital got a graveyard behind it. And people are dying to get in, and that's sad. People are dying to get in because Lucifer is in control of the hospitals, and he's not interfering. And it's people that's in the hospital that are just robots. They are just syndicate programs who are placed there to follow orders. And those orders are fictitious philosopher orders of how to treat people with certain diseases. If somebody has the diabetes, that means that their pancreas ducts is clogged with mucus and that the insulin is not flowing enough. So what you do, you cut their starch down out of their diet. But you know what they do? You know what they say in the hospital? When somebody got diabetes, they increase their starch diet. The devil is at it, and he's non-stop with the games, man. He's non-stop with the games. They load you up with potassium, but not giving you no iron. Not giving you no iron. So when somebody is sick, that means they have mucus membrane that's been compromised. Inflammation is the only disease. Dr. Sebi told us that, man. Inflammation is the only disease. You get rid of the inflammation, you rebuild the cells, and it changes the person's diet. Man, if you sick, the last thing you should be eating is starch. The last thing you should be eating is starch and blood, right? You should drink a lot of water, man. A lot of people are sick because they don't drink enough water. They just don't drink enough water, man. So you want to take care of yourself, man, so you don't have to end up in the hospital, because those suckers will kill you in there, man. So you want to take care of yourself and make sure you do the right thing, eat the right food, right? Make sure you eat the right foods. Make sure you don't smoke, because smoking causes cancer. Smoking causes cancer, man. That's a fact. If you don't know that by now, you slow. It tells you on the side of the box when you buy those cigarettes that it cause cancer. It tells you right on the side of that box that it causes cancer when you buy those cigarettes, when you smoke those Black and Milds. And then not only are you causing cancer, you're bringing on a bad spirit onto your life. A negative spirit comes onto your life with that smoke, right? With that, because those are demons. Them cigarettes are demons. You see, the devil his game is up. Nowadays, we should see straight through the devil's game. He should have no more. Everything that he do should be exposed right before your eyes right now today.
What we are about the business now is awakening.